Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Morfides and I am the founder of Mending Hearts Counseling. And I just wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about a live that I did just before winter break, which I hope that you guys all had a very relaxing, rewarding, and full of health and love and the magic of Christmas during that break, because we all need to recharge. We all need to sort of take a time out from whatever it is that we do in our daily maintenance of life, family, work, all those things that need our best self in order for it to be done and completed and move forward. It requires a lot of energy out of us. So I hope you guys all had a little bit of rest and relaxation over the winter break and reflected upon the year 2021. I can't believe that today is the last day. It feels like yesterday when 2020 had just come about and this whole pandemic business was just starting. And now we are at a complete different experience of it, although it feels very much similar like last year. But anyways, that's a whole other topic. I just hope you were all safe and healthy and happy during the Christmas break and took the time that you needed to recharge and rejuvenate and reflect back upon the things that you may have wanted to perhaps do different in the next coming year. It's funny because we had a brunch the other day with my family, and that was a question that I asked everyone. And I said, if you could do one thing different for the year 2021, what would it be? And in that moment, no one really could even think of anything. And everyone was like, oh my God, I don't know. And then it made me think of how many times do we actually say that on a daily basis? I wish I would have done that different. I wish I would have said that in that circumstance. I wish I would have said no, or whatever it might be. How many times do we say that in 365 days of the year? But when it comes down to, we kind of forget. It was very surprising to me that no one, including myself, and I find myself saying that very often too. Oh, maybe it's not so much I wish I would have said that these days. It's more along the lines of, I wonder what it would be like if I chose that way. I wonder what the consequences would be if I went a different route. It's not I wish, because I've come to know that this is the only way that we learn, is by doing things. And then we know by feeling after something is done if that felt the right way to do something, or perhaps next time we would do it differently. But then we forget. Life takes and other things take precedence, and it sort of like erases what seemed to be so important in that moment. It's so not important anymore because we can't even remember what it was. I thought that was very fascinating. So just have that knowing that every time you make a choice, or you say something, or you forget to add or say something, then you have a choice to either like fester about that and be like, oh, why did it happen this way? How could it be so stupid or silly, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, that like internal dialogue that can go completely sideways. You can go that route, or remember and relish in the joy that, like, in a little bit, it's not even going to matter. It's not even going to be in your field of awareness. You're not going to remember it. So it doesn't really matter. So just forgive yourself and move forward. And now you know that perhaps next time you would choose to do it in a different way, or you would choose to see something different, or you would choose to spend your Christmas vacation somewhere else, or you just know by knowing. And the good thing is that we have time each and every day that comes towards our way. We have an opportunity to live life different, choose different, and just be different. So that's that's really cool and exciting. And what's the other word that makes you feel hopeful? It's very hopeful. Speaking of hope and joy, I just wanted to also take this moment to wish you a joyous and hopeful 2022. And I wish you all to have the knowing of what it is that you want to experience in the new year, the knowing that you deserve everything that you want to have, everything that you can think of, anything that you can dream of, anything that comes to your mind, in your vision, in your dreams. Just know that you can actually make that into reality. You can manifest that, because if you can think it, you can achieve it. If you can imagine it, you can do it. So I was working with a client, and they said that for the year 2022, they would really love to think big picture. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Yes, think big picture. So what is your big picture for 2022? What is it that you want to accomplish? Then plant that seed, put that seed out there, and let it manifest. The beautiful thing that the universe has taught us is that we can't tell it the how and the when. We can have sort of a timeline of when we want to accomplish something. When we plant a seed, like we can say, by the end of the year, I would like to have my website up, or by the end of the year, I would like to have found another job. By the end of the year, I would like to have a business coach that will help me embark into a new exciting career, because they actually have the tools to help you figure out what it is that you really want to do. If perhaps this is something that you wanted to embark on for the year 2022, if you wanted to get a new job, but you just don't know how or where to start, because you might not even know what it is that you want to do, but you just know that you are not fulfilled or happy in your current job, so you want to do something else. Business coaches can do that. I actually did take part of that course, business management course, and that literally is like a questionnaire that you fill, and yeah, according to what you find of interest, there is a way to figure out an employment that will reflect those desires, and you have a chance of going to work and feeling happy and fulfilled, because we do spend a lot of time with the things that with work, the things that we do to make our living. So it's really good when it comes from deep passion inside, because then it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like living, if that makes sense. It just feels like doing, it feels like being. So you know that is possible through a business coach, if you wanted to do that, or perhaps you wanted to build a new business. Then you have a business plan and you work towards it, and you sort of have to follow, kind of like the story of Hansel and Gretel. Do you remember how they followed the breadcrumbs to get back to their house? Although it wasn't the breadcrumbs, because the breadcrumbs got eaten by the birds, didn't they? The little stones that they left behind. The universe will just leave you with leads and opportunities to just take as far as a car can see on a dark night, riding on a highway. If you think of your high beams, that's as far as you should worry about in any given moment of time, because that's all you have. All you have is the right now. So you plant your seed for the future. You have like a timeline in your mind. And then you go ahead and you do the work. And what does doing the work mean? It means you open every door that is presented to you. Perhaps you are invited to go to a conference. You go to the conference. You never know who you're going to meet. Perhaps you are invited to go to even something as simple as a birthday dinner of a coworker that have a different network than that you're usually accustomed to, because you never know what that will lead to. You never know who's going to be in that circle. The universe will just give you opportunities to expand your opportunities and your network of people and opportunities. And you'll just like Hansel and Gretel, just pick up each rock and keep walking a little bit forward. And just like that car in the middle of the night, just drive a little bit more, as far as you can see. If the headlights are on in the middle of the night, just do that part and see where that leads you. And sometimes there are going to be boulders in your road in the middle of the night, and there are going to be icy patches. And sometimes there are going to be birds that eat the breadcrumbs, and then you're lost and you can't find your way. And that is all part of the process as well. This is not something that is just done to you. This literally is presented to everyone that has a goal and wants to work towards something. There are always going to be challenges. I talked about the feelings wheel before and the emotions wheel, and I'm not sure if you remember it, but it's like 70% of the emotions and the feelings that arise from those are of the challenging nature. So already we're going against the odds when it comes to life. So just always have that in the back of your mind, and give yourself a break when you do hit that boulder or that icy patch, when you try to work towards your goal that you've set for the year 2022, because that is totally normal, unfortunately. And that's why being like 50% happy is winning. And Buddha stands behind that statement. Actually, I read it from one of his books, that if you can manage to at least maintain a 50% happiness in your everyday life, you're already winning in the game of life, really. So going back to the seeds that you plant for the year 2022, meaning the ideas. Perhaps maybe you want to have a baby, or maybe perhaps you want to even find a soulmate. You want to find a relationship. There's just so many different things that people might want to work towards. Just know to have your vision, don't veer from your vision, and everything that comes into your life while you try to get to the actualization of that vision, just know that it's coming to you for a reason. So if you want to be in a relationship and you meet someone that is not treating you right, take the gifts from that relationship. Just take what that person is showing you that you don't want to experience, and know that in your next relationship, it's going to be different. So know that this person is basically just showing you what you don't want to have. Same with a job. Say that you want to have a different job and you try something that you're not sure if you want to do, and then you don't like it. Just have the knowing that now you've done this, you can put it in your back pocket, you can close that door, and you can know what it is that you may have liked or not liked about it. It took me a while to figure out that I really just like working for myself. I don't take direction very well from other people, and environments such as like the rigid, like corporate like environments just don't do very well with me. But it was nice to try it and see if that's what I really wanted to do, and how else would I know if I didn't try it and then I didn't like it. Same with relationships. Like if I didn't have the ones where I cried and I begged and I was on the floor like wanting someone to peel me off of it and tell me it's going to be okay, if I didn't have those moments, how would I know how I would want my partner to be, the one that is really meant to be with my soul? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the difference. I wouldn't know the difference of what it feels like to be fulfilled and what it is like to not be fulfilled. I would be I'd be clueless to that. So if you don't know what something feels like, how do you even know to look for it, right? So just remember that every difficulty that comes along the way does actually have a purpose, and its intention is to teach us something. So remember that always, but let the feelings be. Like if it's saddening or if it's hurtful, just allow yourself to feel that, and then try to find the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you in that moment, because it will be to your benefit. It will always be to your benefit. Everything that you encounter is always for the highest good of you. Always with when your intention is pure. When your intention is to satisfy self and to find that which you're looking for. I do believe that the universe does really reward us with karma. yeah. And then that is also supported by like Newton's law of energy. What we put in is what we get out. Input equals output. So just remember, whatever it is that you put into yourself is what you will receive back, and then some. And then be grateful. Be grateful for all the experiences. This is a secret to abundance. Those who are grateful for what they have, they will receive more. So I'm wishing you abundance, and I'm wishing you so much joy and gratitude for the year 2022. I'm wishing all the seeds that you plant, may they come to fruition. And remember, don't have an attachment to the outcome, like how it's going to fold out, where it will be, what the person that you want to be with will look like. Just have the knowing that the universe will take care of you and it will lead you to that way. And every time you stumble and fall, get back up, dust yourself off, see what lesson it is that you need to learn. Forgive yourself. Don't feel guilt and shame. Let it go. Do what you need to do in order to go back to the higher vibration where it's more of unconditional love and understanding and support, as opposed to feeling just shameful and guilty, or that you're not good enough, because we are all good enough. We're all brought on this planet to be good enough and to find self-fulfillment and enlightenment and the purpose of our life. And it's usually when we reach our 40s that we start to sort of like get into that mindset of really knowing who we are, really wanting to discover who we are. Maybe it's like 40 to 50s, yeah, midlife, because the average lifespan now of a human has increased from before. So yeah, between 40 and 50, and we also come into a rising, is it the rising moon or the rising sun when it comes to our astrological signs, which it all just makes sense. Science, spirituality, astrology, they all kind of hold hands together and support the same theory. So wishing you many blessings. If you like my videos, please do hit that button. Please subscribe. I will be putting out videos again more consistently. I did take a hiatus for a couple of weeks just to rest and rejuvenate myself. And I tried to not have the should. I should make more videos hover around my mind, because that is a very human thing to do. And we learned in mental wellness while I was doing my counseling degree that shoulds really are not meant to be part of our dictionary, and they can be reframed. So I should go to the gym could be, oh, I could go, but do I want to? I should make another video, but if I don't have inspiration, maybe I should give myself a break. So no shoulds. See if you can find a different word to replace the should. I could, but is it the right time? There will always be another day to accomplish something. And the old me would the old me would really be really hard on myself if I didn't accomplish something, or I took time off for myself because I didn't think I was worth it or I deserved it. So I would hold it against me, but I don't do that anymore. The thought will come in, but I'm quite quick to just let it go and fly into the wind, because it's not who I am. It's not who we were meant to be. It's not who I want anyone to be. I want everyone to enjoy break. I want everyone to enjoy downtime without that should hovering around the mind, because it doesn't do us any service. It just creates more anxiety. So I am thankful and grateful that I've learned along the way to not be hard on myself when I take time off, and I just gift myself that and know that it's okay. And well, with that being said, I look forward to putting out videos again twice a week, like I did at the beginning of December when I started this channel. And I am wishing you again lots of love and light, hope, joy, gratitude, self-fulfillment, and all those beautiful emotions that fill your cup. And when the other emotions come that are just as beautiful, they just perhaps feel not as welcomed. I also wish that when those come, they go just as quickly as they enter. Emotions usually last about 90 seconds. It's a very normal human reaction to have, and may that feeling that lingers after be turned into joy, gratitude, hope, joy by remembering all the good things that are present in your life and all the good things that you want to bring into your life if they're not present in this moment. Have a safe and beautiful night, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.